Free them
And
all.
we're saying,
Free them all.
Mumia
Live and
Abu
direct. Make
Jamal,
history, take history, take history.
entrepreneur.
Free them all. The positive energy is everything to us. So, again, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having us. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Justice for Tyree, you guys see it here with the Nichols family and all the others that are out here fighting for justice for all. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl, Hollywood Next in the building, bringing you guys yet another one. Yeah, looks like the grand jury is looking at this case, y'all, and Diddy is definitely imminent for an arrest. Okay, it won't be long, y'all. It won't be long. So yes, y'all. For y'all that is just now tuning in, welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Hollywood Next. If you're new to this channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. If you haven't hit the like button, go ahead and hit that like button. Turn that post bell notification on and select all so you don't miss me, your girl Next, when I come back and bring you guys yet another one. Let me just shout out the few that's in my chat right quick, and let's get right into this here Diddy mess, y'all. Winnie, I see you in the chat. Thank you. Shout out to you for being in attendance with us, as well as Ruby. Shout out to you, boo. All right, y'all. Now let's get into this here, and if more come in, we'll shout you out too. So get out the bushes, y'all. Just waiting patiently, you know. Yeah, man. All right, so it's so much going on, y'all, because Rolling Stones had dropped an article on him yesterday. I mean, they gave down the breakdown was so severe, it was detrimental. It's like, oh, don't want to be Diddy right now. So anyway, this is the latest, y'all, that's coming out. Let me get back up to it. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Gemini is in the building. Was good. Was good. The feds telling Diddy they won't stop. Yeah. Can't stop, won't stop. The feds is the real bad boys for life, y'all. It's the feds for me. Okay, so wait. Let's get into this because the news is reporting. Everybody is reporting. So, you know, we got to get in here. Get in there. Yeah. All right, y'all. Let's see. Okay. That wasn't supposed to happen. All right, here we go. Let's get into this report, y'all. They are on his neck. Diddy will be arrested. That's without a doubt. Diddy going down. Here we go.
Good morning, Kate. So this is obviously the biggest escalation since those March raids on Diddy's homes in Los Angeles and Miami. We are now hearing that federal investigators are prepared possibly bring witnesses in front of a federal grand jury in New York City. What we have heard is that possible witnesses have been notified that they could be called to testify. Now, sources do caution that investigators are still in the process of gathering information. In fact, they are still calling in new witnesses, and they have called in some witnesses multiple times. We also hear that the majority of the accusers who have filed these civil lawsuits against Sean Diddy Combs have been brought in for questioning, and again, some of them being called in numerous times. We hear that many are cooperating and even handing.
What more are you learning?
Okay. So far, y'all, the people like Lil Rodney or Lil Rod or whatever, Cassie Ventura, the people who's filed these civil suits is cooperating with the feds, which we've already known this. But, for the ones in the back that don't want to acknowledge that, he is, that they're talking, they are talking. They're going to be the star witnesses because even though they couldn't be, they couldn't use what they had for Cassie in a criminal matter, they still can use her in this here criminal matter that they're building against him for this trafficking, this this R-ing and all this, RICO and man acts and stuff. Like, he is an enterprise. Like, they said one man ain't an enterprise, they lied to you because it looks like one man was an enterprise. Yeah, he had his minions, but them minions are going to jump ship. They taking deals. We already seen what Paul Brandon has done. Okay, he took his first little deal because of course he's working with them to tell them whatever it is they need to know to get that no jail time deal. That's obvious. Come on now, y'all. We're not slow over here, but yeah, it's serious for Diddy now.
Possibly
under this federal investigation,
in front of a federal grand jury.
Grand jury with it.
For evidence that they feel could be relevant into this federal probe. Now, a spokesperson for Homeland Security did not respond to our request for comment about the presence of a grand jury, but they did confirm that this investigation is presently ongoing.
Elizabeth, what are you learning about the evidence that investigators could be reviewing here?
So, as I mentioned, those federal raids that were conducted on his homes back in March, obviously a lot of people wondering what was seized. Well, we are learning now that federal investigators are in possession of video footage that was taken inside of Combs' residence. We hear that these investigators have been contacting individuals that they have seen on this footage. One person, in addition to the accusers who have filed these civil suits, is a male sex worker. That is what a source tells me, and that they have been brought in for questioning through the.
Ooh, so let's talk about that for a second, because remember, Tasha K actually just came out and dropped the audio of a so-called S worker on her Tasha K live channel. I have yet to hear it, but the ones who has heard it has reported on it, and he had a lot to say. They no, I guess he came off as or as a third party when he came out, but now you're hearing talks about S worker. I'm not saying that that's the same person that's talking to them, because it sounds like it's multiple of them. So at the end of the day, people talking, and he got these S worker and their male workers. Ooh, Diddy. So I heard somebody said that the only way Diddy can get out of this is if he says that he was abused sexually or whatever, but I don't think that's gonna help him, because hurt people. So I disagree with the with the reasons that they felt he could get out of this. He would have to come out and acknowledge some things or whatever. But nah, at the end of the day, he's going down like the Titanic. Okay, he is through. Let's get into let's see if there's any more, because
federal investigators. Now, when the raids first happened, we had a law enforcement source tell us at CNN that the investigation was largely based in sex trafficking, which is and that investigators are really looking into all of these claims put forth in these civil lawsuits. That would include not just sex trafficking, but also money laundering and illegal drugs. I have a source who tells me, quote, "This is much bigger than just these lawsuits." Investigators. Now, when the raids first happened, we had a law enforcement source tell us at CNN that the investigation was largely based in sex trafficking, which is what HSI specializes in. Now we are hearing that that scope has been widened, and that investigators are really looking into all of these claims put forth in these civil lawsuits. That would include not just sex trafficking, but also money laundering and illegal drugs. I have a source who tells me, quote, "This is much bigger than just these lawsuits.
Where is the mucho dinero? They want to know where that money laundering is at. Ooh, when I tell you, it's not a good day to be him. Okay, I don't know how he's gonna combat this because he's still trying to proclaim his innocence. But this is like preponderous amounts of evidence. I mean, just not even just evidence, but just information. I mean, this is heavy duty, especially if they can prove it, which it seems and sounds like they can. They have now taken this information to the grand jury. Now that the grand jury is inconvenes with this, they are interviewing these alleged victims, the people with these lawsuits that they had, these civil suits against him. Everybody is turned on him. And I even heard like over 50 of his so-called friends has turned on him. Let me see if we could pull that up, because I was like, I mean, this is really, this is as huge as they saying it is. This is huge. This is a big thing. Like, this is not Diddy has gotten away with this for so many years, okay? And now claimed billionaire. It's like, you know, that's why I say money don't take away your day-to-day problems. money do not take away your problems. Okay, if you had problems before you had money, you still gonna have problems when you get the money. So money don't take away your problems. If anything, get the help you need so that you can so you can enjoy your money. But money ain't gonna take away your problems. Let's see. Hey Diva, I see you in the building. Yeah. She got a line, you all. So let's see. And then Young Miami trying to come out talking about he didn't pee on her. Girl. You was trying to promote my tail. Yeah, girl. You want to distance yourself. She's distancing herself too. Child. She can't get far because, like I said, she was a definite willing participant. See that the grand jury. Oh, that indictment is coming, y'all. He is about to get indicted. Like, seriously, indicted. Oh, it's about to come down, y'all. It's gonna be any day we gonna hear him being arrested on this. Them people told what they knew, y'all, and I believe they got what they got. You heard what the news lady said. They got a tape of people on it that they are calling. They calling folks off the tape. Now that'll tell you something. In his home. And they are getting in contact with these people. They probably want to know, are you aware that you are on this tape? Said tape. There we go. Right there. Check this out. So, 50 former friends and associates of Diddy speaks out against him in new reports. Allegedly whipped his girlfriend with a belt in college and told Biggie he would unalive before giving him 100% of his publishing rights. I mean, and this stuff, it's like, you heard, if you grew up in the 80s and the 90s, especially the 90s specifically for this, you would already have heard this stuff back then. This wouldn't even be nothing new under the sun, okay? According to a 6-month investigation launched by Rolling Stones magazine, 50 of these. Okay, so I need to get to Rolling Stones magazine, because I was just looking at another one of their articles. Winnie in the chest, I'm like, yes, bye. Okay, let me pull up another one. Okay, let's see. see what Rolling Stones had to say about this here. 50 extras. Oh, but that's a different one. Diddy's former friends, employees, alleges abuse her. Do I have a Rolling Stones one? Okay, so that's the history. That's the same one I already had up. Okay. So then let's go back to the other one. I predict that Sean Diddy Combs would delete before he were able to do any prison. Really? Alright, let's see. Diddy's former friends and employees allege abusive and violent behavior. Okay, so there's a trigger warning, y'all. This article includes accounts and imagery of and domestic violence and may be distressing for some readers. Resources for support are listed at the end of this article. So this is a trigger warning, you guys. Just giving y'all a trigger warning. And a new investigation by Rolling Stones, dozens of Diddy's former friends, employees, and bad boy artists have alleged abusive and violent behavior by the U.S. rapper. The investigations follow unearthed CCTV footage that appeared online last week showing Diddy, real name Sean Combs, kicking his ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura in the surveillance video discovered by CNN. It appears to show Combs throwing Ventura to the floor before attempting to drag her, kick her, and throw a vase in her direction. Combs has since admitted his guilt, explaining, "I take full responsibility for my actions in that video." Rolling Stones interviewed dozens of former friends, acquaintances, employees, bad boy artists, and industry insiders over the past 6 months. Of the 300 people contacted, just 50 were willing to speak to the publication, y'all. Combs wielded his girlfriend, his growing power to bend people to his will, source claims, sending staffers to win back one-time girlfriend Jennifer Lopez, beating a label executive bloody after he became romantically involved with Combs' ex-partner Kim Porter, and allegedly trying to solicit S from a woman on his payroll, Rolling Stones reports. Several women who attended Howard University with Combs claimed Rolling Stones that they had seen signs of a controlling and abusive personality decades ago. Unnamed classmates also alleged previously unreported incidents involving unwanted touching and fits of rage. Others claim that Combs was hot-headed throughout college. In a past interview with Jet magazine, Combs says he earned his nickname Puff Daddy by huffing and puffing, explaining, "I had a temper. That's why my friends started calling me Puffy." Wow, what a terrible way to get a name like that, okay? Cassie Sheridan, who was a member of the U.S. Girl Drop Dream, told Rolling Stones that she was summoned for a meeting with Combs at a Beverly Hills hotel when she was 15 years old. She alleged that Combs emerged in a bathrobe. "It's like you can't even keep our innocence," she said. "I'm 15 walking into this situation knowing exactly what he was doing next door." Rolling Stones also contacted several artists who signed to Bad Boy, although many declined. One former signee explained, "I don't have anything nice to say when it comes to my time with Bad Boy. It was not a good experience and one I really don't want to relive." And it's not just because they didn't talk to Rolling Stones or they declined to talk to Rolling Stones. They may decline to talk to Rolling Stones, but may not decline to talk to the authorities. So we won't know until an indictment comes down, he is arrested and processed, and then this whole judicial system starts to, take its toll. More information is going to come out, evidence that they have, not all, but just to give us some knowledge of what they're working with, because we'll see this whole thing play out on social media before it even plays out in the courtroom, y'all. Just giving y'all heads up right now. Let me see. So, a list of questions was issued to Combs as part of the investigation, which he did not address. His lawyers wrote back that Mr. Combs cannot comment on settled litigations, will not comment on pending litigations, and cannot address every allegation picked up by the press from any source, no matter how unreliable. So, that's what they had to say. So they're not really going to go into full details about anything as far as his legal team in terms of response or whatever. So they trying to get a little bit smart now, maybe because they're listening to social media and they're like, okay, it's best for us to just not respond. I think that was a good response, but they always say no response is also a good response as well. So maybe they should try that. I mean, they are legal, right? So anyway, that was that. Let's see what else we got with this here. Let me see. The apology was not sincere to Cassie. He looks demonic. It's in the eyes. Yes, it is. I totally agree. He is very demonic. And again, if you guys grew up in the 90s and y'all know about the bad boy era, if y'all know about the Tupac era, the Death Row era and all that, you can just remember how that played out. And to see Diddy possibly finally about to get, serve what he deserved, I guess, it's probably a long time coming for a lot of people, especially those victims that are out there, whether they're alleged victims or not. Only they know their truth, and we're gonna probably get a chance to see it all play out, y'all, and I cannot wait. So let's see what else is going on. Let me check it out. Yeah, that backhand apology that he gave to Cassie was definitely fake. And it wasn't to her. To me, it was he was apologizing to himself. Did y'all see that little girl, by the way? Ooh. There's so many mixed reviews on this right here. This little girl seemed giving the New York City the business, y'all. I don't want to play the audio here on the platform because it was so just, she was talking like an adult. But there's a lot of people having a lot of mixed emotions about her protecting her mama. I had some issues about this myself. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see, the New York kids are just different. That's what some people making excuses for. Somebody said lock the kid up too. Wow, now that's harsh. I wouldn't say lock the kid up, but I definitely feel like she was very disrespectful, and she was in front of her mother, and her mama had to control her, and it was just a lot. Please teach y'all kids how to act. This is insane. That child ain't traumatized. The way she was cussing and carrying on, she's seen some foolishness before, and I am sure about it. And I would agree. She definitely did. Okay. She definitely is accustomed to that, unfortunately, because she was talking like, I would have. She is trained. They taught her how to act, and she is going to be a big problem in the future. If there is no intervention, I hope CPS gets involved. Look at her. She was telling the police, you cannot record us. You do not have our permission. I mean, I wonder how old she is. Somebody said that they put a GoFundMe up for her trying to raise $50,000 justice for unfair accusations in New York City. What? If you have never been in the effed up system, don't ever wish it on nobody. No, for real. The system is no better, okay? The system will place your children with anybody, and that's sad. They don't check these homes to make sure they are, the way they need to check them. They let these kids live with anybody. I mean, projects, 1 bedroom, 5 people in there. Where's this child gonna go? Like they'll place you anywhere. They don't care, but then they want to Try to, the child needs therapy. She had a full blown panic attack. She has PTSD from losing her dad. Oh, yeah, she said that too. She did. She said she put that on her dead daddy. I was like, oh my God. She's so young. And she was like, she fit the F off somebody. I was like, oh, all I could do was pray for that baby, y'all. That was sad. Somebody said y'all see no wrong in this little girl's demeanor. Says a lot. Yes, she may be upset, but the way she speaks a lot on how she was raised. Being angry and scared is normal. Her choice words are not. And that is my point exactly. It's the choice words that she was using. That child has been around this language and she speaks it fluently. People go viral and start begging? Absolutely not. Oh my God. Somebody said y'all made a GoFundMe for anything. Ooh, unpopular opinion. First, the aunt was stealing. If the tape the store had matches her story, that is not intentionally stealing. Second, we have no idea what happened before the recording started. We have no idea. Okay, so this is definitely an unpopular comment. But I have to speak. I'm not justifying this little girl screaming and hollering for her parent. I just saw a comment that said having a child still with you is nasty work, and definitely is. This is a little girl, is I think 8 years old. I was just asking, how old is she? Man, I don't care what's going on. Renee would slap my teeth to the ground. So he trying to steal from the U.S. too, huh? Girl, please. It's no excuse. Children imitate what they see and hear. Stop giving bad behavior a pass. Exactly. Totally agree. Don't forget. And threatening. Yes. Over there talking about I'm fit the off somebody. I'm fit the off somebody. If y'all have not seen this video, this is at the Neighborhood Talk, and I'm sure other platforms are showing it. Again, it's too much to share. That little girl was screaming and yelling. And if you hear it without seeing it, you're going to think it's an adult saying this stuff until you see it's coming from what looks like an 8-year-old young girl. Just terrible. Oh my God. $50,000 for what? You stole and got your sister locked up. My goodness. And they want to GoFundMe. So people are declining the GoFundMe. They saying no. It's a no for them. But anyway, back to Diddy, y'all. Just a little quick recap. We're gonna get up out of here. I just wanted to come on here and just give y'all a quick update that the grand jury is convening against Diddy. They're talking to witnesses. They're talking to people that was involved with this case. They're talking to people who filed the civil lawsuit. They are looking at videotapes that they confiscated in the raid, y'all. They got tapes. This sounds like preponderous amounts of information. They probably want to know, are people aware? They probably want to know, did they give consent to be recorded? I mean, you can't record without people knowledge that you're recording them. I mean, if you're out in the public, that's different. You're home, that's private property, but you don't have the authority to record unless people are aware that they are being recorded. And so this looks like, again, this is getting real serious, you guys, by the second. It's just a matter of time before an indictment actually comes down on Diddy. So just stay tuned, and as soon as something else happens or some more developing news happen with this story, I will be back to bring you guys more. I just wanted to come on and share that with y'all. Thank y'all for tuning into this live. If you're new to this channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. If you have not hit the like button, go ahead and hit that like button, turn that post bell notification on, select all so you do not miss me when I come back and bring you guys yet another one. That is my time, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Piecez.